Welcome back to the Beyond the Books podcast. I am your host, once again, Colin Edlin, and I'm joined today, as always, by my fellow co-host, Rob.
It's your boy Rob over here.
Oh, it's your boy?
It's your boy. Oh, I said it. No, because you usually say it. Or
It's
do
your
I say
boy. I
it?
should have said it.
You should have said it.
It's okay. These are things of the world.
Yeah. I'm on the sound over here.
So
The
what
tech.
may that mean?
What do you what?
If you're back there, what does that mean?
I am the tech guy for this episode.
That means we have guests today. Guys, we have guests. It is Phil, Chandler, and Nora.
Yo.
Keir.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, thank you for having me.
The amazing freshmen
And woman.
and women.
Thank you.
Fresh
Yes.
women and men. You guys are youngins, and I'm going to school you today.
Oh, good.
That's not good.
Guys, the reason we have them here today for this special episode is because very soon, in about 2 weeks, these lads and lasses are going to New York City.
Woot woot.
Yeah.
Guys, 2
For
weeks
NYSUM.
already. Crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
It is really crazy.
This is the last week of classes.
That's just wrong.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
Guys, next
That's
week.
very freshman of you
finals.
to not know that.
Finals next week. Crazy.
Oh, gosh.
Today was
Very
my
study.
third to last class of Greek.
Wow. So now you're like a scholar, right?
So you know Greek now.
Yeah.
How do you say hi in Greek?
I actually don't know.
Can you say like any words in Greek? You should
actually
like
don't know.
say like some words in Greek.
Jesus is Jesus.
Jesus.
Yes.
Yes.
Emily, help me out here. She's in the back. She's our audience today. What's another word? Okay. She's not helping. Soma. Soma is flesh.
Soma.
We're learning Didomai right now.
Didomai.
Give.
With the accent, Didomai.
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 What?
Didomai. It's like give, and we're learning all the different versions. Shout out, brother Ramon. He might watch
Wow.
this.
You think so?
He said he's watched a couple of them.
Really?
good.
Wow.
We
good.
shout out brother Ramon. He's
That's
probably the
awesome.
only teacher that watches. So,
That's good. Shout out.
who do you want to shout out?
Brother Ramon. Hey,
Oh, okay.
how you doing?
But anyways,
Yes. Anyways, cut us
Anyways.
off, Rob.
as you said that we have Philip and Nora going to New York City for NYSUM, New
NYSUM.
York School of Urban Ministry.
Yeah,
School
there
of
you
Urban
go.
Ministry. It's been a while for you, RJ, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it literally has. The last time I went was probably what was it? Yeah, 2021.
Whoa.
That's when I went to New York City I
You've
got
been
to
to New York City
visit,
before, yeah.
but I went in 2021, and I know we've talked about NYSUM before on the
Yes.
podcast.
Have we
We have.
mentioned it? Good stories.
But yeah, basically it's just a time where you go to minister on the streets. You go into like the inner parts of New York City,
Queens.
and you do like homeless ministry, prayer tents. You do a lot of stuff. You do food pantry ministries. You might
Food
like
truck.
worship or a truck.
was
Back in
lit.
my year, we didn't have a truck because this was still in the heart of COVID.
Oh,
because they didn't
Wow.
have trucks back then.
No, they had trucks.
no trucks.
I guess there was no trucks.
There was just no truck.
trucks. No trucks.
No trucks.
We didn't have a truck, but we had like a little a hot dog stand.
Oh,
with
like
the stuff.
Oh.
We
yeah.
had those,
Y'all had the
and we
little
brought
cart.
those. We had a little
what
cart.
What are those things called again?
Cart.
A cart.
Oh.
So, how many weeks did you go for? You went for 3, right?
Yeah, it was for 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know before it used to be 6.
But yeah, so
You guys
I
don't-
was
That was like before
Nah.
COVID. It used to be 6.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
yeah. So back then, what I was told, they go for 6 weeks in your first semester, and then they come you come.
In sophomore year, though, right?
No, freshman.
It's
feel like it was
sophomore.
so- I
It's
feel like
sophomore.
it was
sophomore?
It's sophomore. Yeah.
Because
I'm
the
pretty
freshman
sure.
year,
Really?
they just did their
Yeah.
freshman year, and then in the fall, the start of their
Yeah.
sophomore
Then they
year.
had
Really?
condensed classes in
I thought I
freshman
was
year.
told.
Or
I thought I was
sophomore
told
year.
freshman you come to campus and then you
Oh,
dip for
sheesh.
6 weeks.
No.
Dude, that'd be
and then,
crazy.
And then you
Guys.
and then you do condensed classes.
No.
Imagine coming straight to Elim and then just you go right to New York
No.
City.
That's good. They don't
Interesting.
Have that anymore.
But so wait, are you sure? Because now I'm thinking it's actually freshmen because they were sophomores and I was a freshman.
Pretty sure it was sophomore.
Yeah, it was
Interesting.
It was back. Maybe they started that like earlier. Or,
Probably.
Or
Who knows?
they started
Anyways,
what we
you
do
can
now.
continue your story.
Yeah, you're right.
What we do now, I think they didn't start that when you did it, right?
No, so the year before,
COVID happened.
yeah.
Anyway,
But anyways,
go on.
they their trip was canceled, so they had to go my year. So we actually had like 4 big groups.
Yeah, you had
That's
humongous.
fire.
and there was
That's
8
insane.
leaders.
Dang.
But
8 leaders, bro.
8 leaders. But even so, it was pretty.
You
it was
were a
pretty
leader.
nice. I was a leader.
You were a leader.
I was the leader. And it was dope. I like being a leader. But yeah,
And 8 leaders?
8 leaders.
8 leaders. And 4 from your class and 4 from the other class, right? The sophomore.
4 and 4.
Yeah, okay. Phil over here, Mr. Leader.
That's me. Yeah, I got
You're a
selected to
leader.
be a leader.
Did you want to be a leader?
I got selected to, and I did want to.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I did. No, I
Yay,
did.
congrats,
It was
Phil.
cool.
So you're a leader with...
So the leader groups, I guess you could say, is me and Liliana, and then
Liliana.
Sammy and Jacob are the other 2.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And how big are the groups this year?
Each group has 11 people.
11, okay.
Yeah.
That's about what mine was. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to go out there
You
That's
gotta be a
good.
leader.
to lead it.
You gotta,
Rah,
rah.
leader.
Yeah.
Today we had Philip and Nora prepare a few questions about NYSUM, anything of the sort, leading or anything of that. And
would be a
so,
leader.
yeah, I would
Ask him.
turn it over to you guys. Whoever wants to go first.
Right ahead.
No, I think you should go first, Phil. You have some really good questions.
So I came up with a few questions. We'll see. Hang on. Come up with some questions over here. All right, bro. Okay. About packing.
About
People,
packing?
a bunch of people. I told people I was coming on for the NYSUM thing, and they're like, "Ask." I was like, "I got to come up with questions," and a bunch of people said, "How many outfits do you pack?" Because
That's
one,
so
you don't want to
funny.
do laundry a lot, and 2, you don't want to pack 3 weeks of outfits.
No, you don't.
You
So
don't-
like, what's
yeah.
the balance in that?
So for me, I did laundry twice out of the 3 weeks.
Just twice?
So because I packed like a week worth of clothes.
Yo, I've talked to people who did like 6 loads of laundry.
See, I packed a week worth of clothes. So you go through a week, you got to do laundry, and then you go through another week, you got to do laundry.
that
and
ain't
then
adding up.
You go through 1 week, do
So you
laundry.
you packed like
Second week, do laundry. Then that third week,
yeah,
you're good.
'cause
Oh,
you're going
okay.
home.
You're
Yeah,
Gucci
you're right.
gang.
You're right.
How was he confused by that?
So get
So you,
Okay,
so you
bro.
packed like a week worth of clothes.
a week worth of clothes. Obviously, extras for like certain things, but
Swimming.
swimming. Yes, we swam. No. So I only did 2 loads, but you have to bring quarters. Have they talked to you
Yeah.
about that?
Yes.
Yeah,
You
You gotta
like
bring
how many quarters though?
It's like, is it a whole $1 for a load? Oh
I
no,
think it's like
50
no,
cents.
no,
Probably
it's
50 cents for
$1.50.
washer, 50 for dryer.
Oh.
It's $1.50.
Oh, yeah, you gotta
So like
think about that
75
New York
cents for
City
washer
inflation.
and 75 cents for dryer.
Yeah, because I think it was different per. Or was
Yeah,
the dryer?
and then it's
free?
like
I think it was $1.50 for the wash and $1 for the dryer.
Dang.
depending on how long you go, right, for the dryer.
It goes. I think it's like 60 minutes for the dryer.
Oh dang.
Yeah, I don't know if you can pick.
All right.
I would say when it comes down to outfits, at least, I would say have like. I would say a week's worth of like outfits.
Yeah.
Even bring like some extra, just extra shirts at least, because you're gonna be outside. You're gonna be like hot,
Mhm.
and if you're gonna do like a ministry later in the day as well, probably towards the night. You don't want to be with that musty shirt or whatever.
Yeah.
So just bring
It's gonna get hot.
a week's worth of clothing. Also, I would also say, I wouldn't say like overpack like your toiletries, but just be comfortable, and bring like the soaps, the
Oh.
towels and stuff that you want.
Also, don't pack like outfits. You don't need to go crazy.
No, yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah.
pack shirts and shorts and pants, maybe if it's even, because it was hot when we went.
Oh,
So
really?
my fits were just this every time, just a pair of shorts and a shirt,
Fair enough.
like every single time, because there was no way I was getting a whole outfit, like wearing something really nice, because
Every
you're out
day.
doing ministry.
Yeah,
Like,
no
it's just
being
doing too
bougie.
much. That was back when
Not
I was
for
into
us.
flannels, so
Oh,
I
way
had a
back.
couple flannels.
Way
you know.
back then,
Way
you
back
know?
then, 3 years ago, I'm old.
Yep.
I'm an unk.
Yeah.
Now you're old.
But yes, don't be an idiot. Don't be an idiot like me though. I packed my whole comforter.
I figured.
No
bro. I figured he
way.
would pack something that was like.
Oh
nuh-uh.
my gosh. I was going to ask, like, did you guys pack something super random
Yes.
that, like, you wish you did not
They
bring?
said to. What did they? They said
They
that
say bring bedding.
yeah, exactly.
Hey, this year we don't have to.
What?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
going to
they're
provide it for
providing
us.
Yeah.
So
I
back
had to bring
then,
my old sheets.
so back then
Yeah.
for us, we had to provide our own sheets, but they said they had blankets. So that's the only thing that
Yeah,
They
bro.
told us
So
to
they
bring
had
sheets.
blankets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did I bring my whole comforter?
I don't know why you
I
brought
don't know.
It was
my
low-key
fir-
nice,
My
though.
year, they
I had
had
my
a,
whole comforter.
they had
I
a
bet, like,
very
I thought it
nice.
was
Hey,
really
coming
good.
back to a nice bed would be nice.
It was
Not gonna lie.
nice, and I got the bed that had like they had one that had memory foam, like you know the toppers you can get for like the
Oh,
twin
yeah.
beds.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the whole mattress.
No,
was
no,
memory
no, no.
foam.
They had the
Hey.
toppers. I picked it. I think we played like a game in it because I had like 6 guys in my room, and I just got lucky, and I was like, I want to pick this one.
Fair
Or we
enough.
might have played a game. I don't know. We had a ton of quarters, so we actually played poker a
That's
couple of
funny.
times. We played our quarters and gambled our quarters.
So okay then.
Okay, so
That's how I
RJ.
got a lot of laundry done.
So Colin brought a whole comforter. Did you bring something that was like super random? Wish you didn't bring it.
No, I can't think of anything.
I'm not gonna
That's
say I
fine.
wish I didn't bring it, because it was nice.
It probably was nice.
Unnecessary.
It was
Yeah, but
relatively.
carrying that all the way to NYSUM from the.
I packed it in my luggage.
No way.
Yeah, I
No way.
stuffed
How
it
did
in
you
my
have
luggage.
space?
It wasn't working. Literally the day of, like my whole luggage just popped open.
That's good.
But then it still worked. I got it closed somehow.
How does it not working and still work?
Because it didn't work, but then it worked.
All right.
What's
Well
wrong
done.
with that?
I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me.
It
How does
makes-
it not work and work at the same time?
It's not at the same time.
Did you like
First,
duct tape it?
it didn't
Did you
work.
duct tape it?
No, I didn't. I didn't. First, it wasn't zipping, and then it just popped open, and then I somehow stuffed it down more, and then got it zipped. What's so hard to?
Nothing.
What's so hard to? Hey, it worked. I don't regret it, but it was a lot. It was
Yeah.
Got you.
unnecessary.
Got you.
Nora, your
Yes.
question.
Oh, that was my question. What did you pack?
Oh,
That was
really?
unnecessary. Yes, but I can come up with another one
You
on the spot. Okay. On a more serious note,
Okay. Shoot.
what is something that you learned specifically at NYSUM, like spiritually wise, that caused you to grow, like as a person? Not necessarily just spiritually, but like learn about yourself character wise, or something like that.
Ooh, wow. You want to
It's
answer
deep.
that one first?
You know, it's
or-
deep.
Yeah, no, I can answer that.
Okay,
I would say,
that's a good question.
at least for me, since I was a leader, I guess Phillip can, tune into this more. But it may not seem like a lot, like you may not be doing like a lot, but people will be looking up to you, and they will be like following your lead. And I'm not gonna say like don't be like yourself like on the trip or anything like that. Even if you're not a leader, they're still gonna be you're gonna be watched like all the time, and people are gonna be following into like your footsteps. Because let's just say me or the other leader was not there in that very moment.
Who was your
to-
other leader?
I had Kayla Nichols,
Kayla Nichols. Okay, and then
Yeah.
the other team was Maya and
Jonathan Cool.
John.
What is wrong with y'all?
Bro, make me look so bad. I'm a leader.
God.
I just looked at him.
Yeah, that wasn't it. That is not the full story. Okay.
I was listening. That was good thing. That was a.
That was really good.
What did he say? What did he say?
So just like growth.
Anyways, let me continue.
No, we won't cut that out. We're not cutting that out.
You gotta at least show the face he made or something, bro.
But anyways, I would just say like still like be comfortable, but always just remember that you're always like, you're being watched, and people are gonna look up to that.
Like also not even just the team, but the people we're going to minister to, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And because
Actually, very true.
we're gonna be you guys are gonna be ministering to a lot of people
Yeah, we're
who
going in.
aren't.
Hey,
No,
nice.
no.
You guys be ministering to people who aren't like Christians, who don't even know like who Christ is. And if they like
Yeah.
see you like like you're acting out, like if you're like talking bad or something like that, like they're gonna look up to that, and people are gonna pick up on that really quickly, and people will use that like against you, like, oh, well, you're doing this, but aren't you supposed to be like Christian and acting this way? So it's all about just like viewing yourself and like knowing your environment when you're there. So that's something that I had to grow, because there was sometimes like I would act out, and I was like, okay, I got to remember I'm here for other people. I'm ministering to other people, and I need to like be more rooted and grounded in what I'm actually trying to accomplish here. So
I know for me, I mean, as you're mentioning leaders, it made me think of my leaders who were Michael and Shania. They were great leaders, and they always they would have fun with us too. Like understand that we do like a youth group setting, like what you do for your student ministry. We do like stuff like that. They could have fun, but at the end of the day, they were always ready for like the next thing that was happening. They were ready to instruct us, and for me, somebody that's not a leader, it's you have to kind of humble yourself in a way. I guess I'd be talking more to you. You need to humble yourself too. But like you need to respect
Yeah, and be a supporter and everything.
of your leaders. I know I've heard some stories of other people going to NYSUM where the leaders weren't good, and that does make a difference. Like it really does make a difference if your leaders are well, and if people are just not respecting the leaders, because that makes a difference too. But for me, the leaders that were there for me were, I mean, they were great the whole way through. Like
we have great leaders this time. Too.
Yeah, you have great leaders,
Yeah.
so you should be fine. But it really does matter.
Yeah.
But for me personally, okay, so your question was about like what did you learn and grow? When I was in those settings, I've never been in a setting like that before, where like I was just out on the street. Like I grew up a PK. I grew up in the church all the time, always in a safe place. I grew up in the suburbs. I'm not gonna act like I was, grow up in the trenches or anything. I never experienced that. So going in those settings where I didn't know who was walking past me, it was kind of scary at the beginning. There was, I'll tell you one story, it just made me think of it. We nicknamed the story and the guy $1 Million Pants because he came up to me and Elijah. Elijah was my classmate, and he had a similar experience to me where he's never really been in that situation. And he came up to us and he was like, "I'm God." And we were just like, handing something out like for a church.
Shot.
Yeah.
Like we were handing something out for them, like promoting the church. And then he was like, "I'm God. You know why y'all promoting this? Because I'm God. Man, I got these $1 Million Pants on." And I'm like, what?
So what'd y'all do?
I forgot the funniest part. He came up to Elijah, not me, because we were like about this far apart, very close to each other, but he was first when he was coming down the street. He saw Elijah first. So when he saw him, he's like, "Yo, do you want to buy a gun?"
Hey.
Yeah, he just asked that randomly. And I knew my classmate, and I knew he wasn't really going to know what to say. So I stepped in,
Okay.
and I was like, "Hey, like, no, we don't want to do that." He's like, "I'm not talking to you. I was talking to him. Hey,
Yikes.
did you want to buy a gun?" And then we were like, and he was just like, no. He was like shaking up because that's scary.
That's
I don't know if he has a gun in his pants, I don't know if he has a gun in his
$1 million
pocket. $1 Million Pants.
His $1 million
He said he had $1
pants.
Million Pants, and they were just like some ghetto. Just you ever see those pants where like it's like very baggy. That's all he had on, like baggy, like really light pants.
Yeah.
That's all he had on.
That's funny.
And he was like, "Yeah, $1 Million Pants." But anyway, so he asked us if we wanted to buy a gun, and then we had like our things out like awkwardly.
Your tracks?
The tracks,
Yeah.
yeah. We had the little brochures or whatever out so awkwardly, and then he was just like, "Oh, what y'all promoting? Man, I'm God." And I was just like, "What are you?" But I was low key freaked out too.
Yeah.
So that was a funny story. So I really had to grow in weird settings, in uncomfortable settings, because I've
Yeah.
always been in comfortable settings where my dad is in front of me, my mom is in front of me, they're
Like
protecting
knowing what
me.
to say in the moment.
Yeah.
And not have like some fabricated answer.
And that's serious because people take things so wrong.
Yeah.
Like if I even made a joke to that guy, oh Lord, that would have not been good. But my instinct is always to make a joke with people, be friendly with people. But in a situation like that, you gotta learn how to just be safe, be serious, but also be safe. Like you don't just want to say yes to everything they're saying. You don't just want to say, "Oh yeah, I'll buy a gun, I'll come with you." Like no, you obviously don't want to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
But being safe in those settings are very important. That's what I had to learn and grow on. And even with the food truck, we were on the streets one time, and I sat down with somebody that I never thought I would sit down and have a conversation with. I mean, you could tell he was high. You could tell he smelled horrible, like reeked of it, of weed. And I never thought I would just sit down and have a genuine conversation with him. So for me, that's what I would say. Being in those uncomfortable situations, learning how to keep your cool, understand that they're, like Rob said, they're looking at you like, okay, this is a Christian. Let me see how a Christian acts.
Yeah, that's good.
Keeping that sort of focus still is really important.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's fire. I mean, and I guess kind of going off of that, like in those random situations and stuff, you as a leader, how did you like stay, I guess, prepared, you could say, as in like being prepared for not being prepared? Because like I know a lot of times plans change and stuff. So like how did you as a leader like cope with that, I guess you could say?
I would say, at least for the beginning part of being prepared, you're going to be busy throughout the entire day. But I still found time just for like myself where I can just like pray before we go to like the next task or ministry that we're going to do. And even when something did change like in the middle of everything, like for example, we had we were already late for a ministry because someone that actually works at the NYSUM building, they were running late because they had to do something that made us late 'cause we were going to church one morning. So then we were on our way. We actually got a flat tire right in the middle of our journey. And have you guys been to New York City before?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know how it is driving there.
Oh my.
So in the middle of traffic, it's crazy. So we had a flat tire.
Wait, in the middle of traffic.
Yeah.
Oh my.
It wasn't on like the longer like expressways. It was like one of those streets that's like under like right underneath like the bridge or
Oh,
something like
yeah.
that.
Yep.
So we had a flat.
That's wild.
Yeah. And it got fixed and stuff. But then some people were like, "Oh my gosh, are we gonna be late? Are we gonna be late?" And then I'm just like, "We will be late, but it's gonna be okay. Like it's gonna be fine." And I would say in situations like that, remaining calm, even it was simply just like a flat. Sometimes people will react to it differently. Some people might spiral. Some people will be like,
get really
"Oh my gosh,"
stressed out.
they can get really stressed out.
Yeah.
If they see you panic, then everyone else is gonna panic.
Yeah. Especially as the leader. Yeah, especially as the leader.
Yeah.
If you panic, hell's breaking loose.
Yeah. And
No,
even so, like,
seriously,
just
yeah.
like, I'm not saying like pray every single second like of the day, like just whatever, because you still gotta do whatever. But I would just say, if there is a lot of like tension and if a lot of things are like like arising like as a leader, just say, guys, let's just take 5.
Yeah.
Let's just pray.
Yeah.
Let's breathe. You get some water. Do whatever you got to do, and let's go right back into it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I would say.
It's so important. But the trade-offs are so worth it because even those 5 minutes you take and just pray, like it just changes everything. I mean, your whole focus can be one way, and when you just calm down and just realize what you're here to do, man, it's beautiful. Because sometimes you're on the side of the street and people will they'll just screw off, put the middle finger up at you, and you'll get those type of people. But when you're in that mindset, right after you've just gotten a flat tire, right after you just gotten an accident, because my team got in an accident.
No way. We gotta hear that story now too.
It was crazy. But, it's so easy to spiral. It's so easy to just get in a mindset where I don't want to do anything for the rest of the day. But when you see some of those people who are just really touched about what you said, really touched about the message you're giving them, oh man, it's so worth it. Just praying for people, it's just so worth it. So Rob's right. When you just take 5 and you completely shift to, Lord, I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for your people. I'm doing this to see souls saved in the heart of New York City, which arguably is the least saved. Like there's so much corruption in New York City, so many bad places, but there's people out there that you'll never think that they'll accept it, and they come back and they're like, and then that's when they get that seed sown into them.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's great, and honestly changed my whole perspective on everything. It really did. Like, I'm not even saying that to be dramatic or hype you up, but it changed my perspective on so many things. So yeah, great question that we ranted off on.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear the story of?
I do want to hear the story,
we
actually.
got in an accident.
Accident.
Yeah, I'll just shout him out. Hervé, my man. He goes to my church.
Yes.
But Hervé, he was driving one time, and in New York City, a lot of the times there's one ways, and there were 4 lanes. 2 of them were going straight. No, 3 of them were going straight, and the one on the left was turning left. He was in this one, so he was supposed to go straight, but it was like the one that was most to the left. And he turn. Okay, this fourth lane was turning left, but they could also go straight. That's what I missed. Okay, so
Oh,
all the lanes
okay.
could go straight, but that left one can turn left.
Oh,
The third one
cannot
turn left.
Oh,
But
gosh.
Hervé turned left, and so the
Oh.
person in the fourth one went straight, and so he
Oh,
turned
no.
and just yeah. And we thought we all were like detectives or something at that point, because we all were like, it was her fault, it was his fault, it was like, we all just like got into that mode where we were like low-key invested, but
That's
it was
so funny.
definitely Hervé's fault.
Was the car
Shout out
totaled?
No, it was barely damaged,
Oh, good.
barely
That's
damaged.
good. Yeah.
She caught it, but she was mad. She was pressed. But anyway, that was funny. Yeah, we learned a lot. Learned a lot from NYSUM. How to get in accidents.
Yeah.
Be detectives.
Where we all going?
I don't remember.
We don't remember.
Just somewhere in the city. I think we were getting onto the highway.
Okay.
But like I said, the traffic is insane. I mean, there are 4 lanes where they can all go straight, and then but some of them can go left. It's just so confusing. That's why I didn't
Yeah.
want to drive.
I
could
am
have
not
driven.
a driver.
Are you a driver?
He's a driver, guys.
I have a license, but I did not choose to drive.
Good.
Oh, really?
Hey,
Oh,
I
good
respect
for
that.
you.
Thank you very
You
much,
will be
sir.
more sane.
Oh, I know I would. I could not handle that. I knew
But
I
yes.
wouldn't be able to.
Got any more questions?
I do have another question, actually.
Oh.
Phil, do you have one?
Go ahead. I don't know why he was looking at me when you
Okay.
were talking. That's
Oh,
Well,
sorry. Does anybody have
that's kinda
questions?
weird.
I'll
Anybody?
ask you a question. Okay, so what was one of your favorite things to do on your day off?
Ooh, day off.
Day off.
Go get. What was it called, Rob? What was it called? Sweet Habit. Sweet Habit.
What is this? Is it
It's Emily knows. Emily knows. Now, obviously, it's coffee, right? I didn't get coffee
Ooh.
because I don't like coffee.
What? You don't like coffee? Well, I'll be getting the coffee.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
get the
okay.
coffee. It's good. If you
Hang
like
on.
coffee.
Let's stop here for a sec. Why don't you like coffee, bro?
Dude, it's just nasty.
No.
It just hits my tongue, and every time it just hits my tongue, it's just like, ugh.
Like, even like the sweet coffees.
It really is nasty to me. Anyway, you know
Anyway,
things that are
okay,
nasty?
Sweet habit or whatever.
Sweet Habit.
Yeah.
We have
Okay.
And then, right?
Okay.
And then there was another one. It was just frozen yogurt, like completely overpriced frozen yogurt, and it was amazing.
Are
And
these
you
like
just-
close to NYSUM too?
Yeah, right
Nice.
in Queens.
Oh,
right in
perfect.
Queens.
All walking distance.
All walking.
Oh, sweet.
That's
Exactly,
Okay.
because what are we gonna do? Take the big truck? No. So we had to find places we had to walk.
Yeah.
Big truck.
So they're good like
The big truck.
places to go. We got to get like the reviews from
Okay.
the upperclassmen here.
Okay. There is Bedia. Do you know what Bedia is? It's
Nope.
okay. Anyway, it's look.
I like the accent, bro.
Whatever.
Hey, you can do the accent for this. but not Greek.
Whatever. it's burritos and tacos, and the stuff like the oil. It's not oil. It's like a sauce, but it's more like
Salsa?
no. It's sauce, but it's not like creamy sauce. It's like liquidy, very liquidy.
Like a soup.
Yeah, like a soup.
Okay.
Like a soup, kind of like a soup.
Soup
and you
sauce.
you dip it in. You dip your burrito or taco in it, and it's just amazing. And we had some right in Queens.
It's similar to like the oil that you might put like on a sub, like that.
Oh, like a dressing.
You
or
put sub
something.
oil on a.
No,
Taco?
I think
No.
it's similar.
Similar
Like the
in like
Similar.
consistency.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes. Not similar in
Okay.
taste at all.
It's like
No,
But anyway, those little spots, guys, don't go to just a McDonald's or don't go to just a Popeyes like we did. Go to little shops. They have such good food and ice cream. We went to a milkshake place
Yeah.
that puts cereal on top of the milkshake.
No way.
It was
Like
amazing.
what kind of cereal?
So milk
though?
first.
So it's a milkshake, a regular milkshake like vanilla. What are you saying? What did you ask?
Nothing.
And then anyway, and then I put Fruity Pebbles because I like Fruity Pebbles anyway, and I just put Fruity
Interesting.
Pebbles right on top, and it was just amazing. It's just great.
Good to know.
That's good.
Okay, you'll find out. You'll
Yeah.
find out. You'll
yeah.
see that.
Maybe we'll add some more to the list too.
Yes.
more
no.
good
If there's
places
more
to
places,
go.
there was a bubble tea that
Yeah.
was good.
What about like I know you talked a lot about like different food places to go, but did you have any good sightseeing places that you went?
oh my gosh. Okay,
Rob's got
so
this one.
I did not go to this place when I was at NYSUM, but when I got to visit like
I
New York
know
City
what you're gonna
again,
say.
it's a place called the Summit. I know
Ooh.
Colin and Alex wanted to go to it.
I didn't go. I should have.
I went, and it's like this tall skyscraper, and there's like 3 or 4 like different floors, and there's
So
like
cool.
it's just like you could just to see like New York City from like a high
Really?
view.
No way.
It's the tickets are like $50 though.
Oh,
It's
shit.
But it's
expensive.
not just sight.
Okay.
It's not just to see New York City. There's like a big room with like silver.
I'll probably show you guys at some
Circles.
point. Yeah, it's like I posted it on my photography page, but
You
it's
wanna go
like
there
this
to take
room.
pictures.
Yes.
Like of
Okay.
yourself. If
Yes.
you're looking for a new profile picture, go there.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Yes.
Somebody sent a picture.
It's
so amazing.
And so that was like one of the biggest places that, like, my favorite places. Even when I was at like the time when I was at NYSUM, there I would say, just to like piggyback on what Colin said, if you want like a nice profile picture, on my Instagram page, I don't know if you guys know.
Yes.
But there's random photographer. There's a million of random photographers just like in
Oh,
the
yeah.
streets.
So many.
They just said, "Oh, can I just take a picture? Can I just take a picture?" And he'll like take maybe like 50 pictures of you, but then you'll only like pay like $2-3 for at least one of those pictures, or however many you want. Get your picture taken. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, that's
But
yeah, that's good to know. Like those tiny little tips, like, oh, you should do this while you're there. 'Cause
Yeah.
you probably won't be able to, and
obvious,
New York.
I would honestly say too, just like any person that you interact with, use it as like a ministry opportunity too.
So true.
Like even on your days off too.
On your days off, just like wherever you're going, just
Guys, just
you
remember,
never know.
even if you're having a conversation with somebody just like a normal person, you got to slip in that God bless at the end.
Mm.
You got to just be
Yeah.
like, God bless. I'm kind of saying it as a joke, but it's real too.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
I did it recently. It's just, you got to slip it in. Because you never know what seed that can
Yeah,
implant in them.
like it's not just NYSUM that we're going for, like just the
Mm-mm.
3 weeks. Like this is our whole life as Christians.
yeah.
Yeah.
To like share the gospel and touch people's lives with the gospel. So
On
just those tiny things.
on our days off, like we went to this one place. It was called Mama's Empanadas. Good place, by the way. It
nice.
was
Sounds good.
so good. And a lot of those places, like Sweet Habits too, Mama's Empanadas, anything like that, they'll watch like a group of us like walk in, and they might even ask like, "Oh, where you guys from?" Like, and a lot of people in New York can tell that you're not from New York.
Yeah, no, for real.
And so, even just that too, even if it's on your day off, that's just like a conversation starter where you can just say like, "Oh, we go to a school out in upstate Rochester." Well, we're in Lima.
Upstate.
Rochester.
I just say upstate Rochester, upstate New York.
Rochester is crazy.
And you just carry out the conversation that way. I befriended the guy that actually works at Sweet Habits.
Oh, yeah?
His name is I can never pronounce it correctly. So if he's watching this at all, maybe he's not. I apologize. His name is Eli Chris or something like that.
Hey,
he's
if you see Eli
he's
Chris-
Greek.
Eli Chris.
He's Greek.
That sounded good.
Eli
that sounded
Chris.
close.
right?
Now I can't do it.
And
Chris.
he's from Greece, and he has a very like thick accent. And he, anytime that I go back to New York City, he always remembers me. And his wife that works there, they both
love
own the
that.
shop.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll get to meet him.
yeah.
Wait,
at Sweet Habits?
At Sweet Habits.
Okay.
hmm
Is it Sweet Habits or Habit?
Maybe it was Sweet Habit.
Both.
I don't remember. Anyway, I don't like coffee. But apparently, it was really good.
They have good like food there too, though.
Yes.
but that's what I
I'm
would
pretty
say.
sure I got the food. But
What
yes.
are question for you guys, for you two?
Yep.
How are you like your NYSUM training?
Yeah.
What has been one of the biggest takeaways so far from the NYSUM training? Sorry, I'm throwing you guys on the spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nora.
Okay, so NYSUM training, I gotta say, like, I was excited for NYSUM before the training, but as soon as we started the training, I got, like, so much more excited. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't even keep it in anymore. We had the Bells come in and share, like, some of their testimonies,
Yeah, that was good.
which was so awesome, like, just hearing firsthand stories and accounts of what they've seen. And it also just gave me, like, an expectation for what God can do and will do through us at NYSUM.
Amen.
And just like expecting him to move mightily in different people's lives is just one of the biggest takeaways for me.
Yep.
Phil, have
That
you
was
been
good.
learning?
I have actually. I
Okay.
took so many notes.
Me
Really?
too. I have like
But
all of
that
the backs
day
of my
was,
papers
like,
full.
A lot of things.
There's a lot of things that
So
day.
all of the notes, I'm glad I took them because I do not like. It's not like recallable. It's like I gotta look and be like, okay, yeah, but
Hey, at
nah.
least you took the notes.
Yeah, thank you. I think prank you. Yep,
Prank you.
I prank you. I
Thank you.
prank you very much.
Also, we have some quote-worthy things
Oh
throughout
my
the day.
gosh.
People's tongues got tired. It was
Yeah,
great.
it was good.
You'll have a lot
Yeah.
more of those at night.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, the one quote was "Get the most bang of your buck."
Get
That
the
was
most
good.
bang of your
Bang
buck.
of your buck.
That
That
sounded
was
like an
really
old person thing to say. Who said that? Did Michael say that? Michael Bell?
Brother Matt.
Sorry,
Brother
brother
Matt.
Matt. You're not old. You're not old, brother Matt. You're not old.
That's crazy.
We're all just tired, okay? That's what happens.
Wow,
The reason why. Did you have
it's a
something else?
long day.
I was gonna say I liked when Gabriel was talking.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He had very good points on like we're going to serve, and
Mhm.
our stances and opinions, we're just serving. Like we're not there to change their minds or change their views. Like we're there to go serve and respect what their beliefs, I guess, are. In
Yeah.
a way.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
never want to come off as judging them
Yeah.
or anything.
Yeah, for sure. For
And
sure.
if they start telling you a story, just listen.
Mhm.
Just listen.
Yes.
I had one guy tell me that he was about to go to work when 9/11 happened.
Really.
So just a random story. He was just telling me how he was about to go to work, which, sorry, I didn't explain. That he was working at the Twin Towers, like at the,
No way.
and he was about to go into work that day, but he said the Lord told him to not go to work that day, or something happened, and he's alive still.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
So yeah, just listen to the people's stories. Even
Yeah,
if they're crazy
for
and
sure,
they take
for
like
sure.
20, 30 minutes.
Yeah,
It's
but
gonna be
the reason why that I asked you guys about like what you're training and how it's going because I have a scripture verse right here that I want to share really quick. This is something that I was digging back through my old NYSUM notes that I've had, and I had like a longer like portion of the scripture, but I'm gonna just do the part that I really want to share. And it's 2 Timothy 4:2, and it says, "Preach the word, be prepared in season and out of season, correct, rebuke, and encourage with great patience and careful instruction." And for me, the part that really got me was the preaching like in season and out of season. And a lot of people, when they hear the word preach, they think that it's like you're on like a stage or like
On
a
the
pulpit, just like preaching and like speaking to people. It's not. It's ministry. It's like ministry. You're going out to the streets. You can go to a nursing home and speak to somebody. You can go to a cafe, sit down. Like those are like different ways of like preaching and just speaking to someone. And so they're going back to the question that you, Phillip, said earlier about like being prepared or not being prepared. Just like there's going to be times where you're not going to be actively doing like a ministry. You're probably going to be like on your day off, and either someone's going to reach out to you, God can place something in your heart, and just being ready like in those seasons of like, just being ready to minister to that person. You don't know what kind of seed that you're going to plant in their life. And I know that we're going to, as you're in New York City, there's so many breaks that I wanted to take. But if I took those breaks that were I just wanted to, because I was kind of being like selfish at the times, I would have missed out on an opportunity to like potentially like even bring someone back to Christ.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah.
And still take breaks. Don't like, overwork yourself.
Yeah.
But just like
For sure.
remember why you're there. And I would towards the end of the scripture, it says rebuke and encourage with great patience and careful instruction. That's why I say like even like
Patience.
outside of even outside of this like podcast or even outside of your guys' training, just like ask anyone else that has been to NYSUM. I was a leader, but doesn't mean I have like all of like the knowledge and stuff that someone else has been through. They probably had a different experience than me. So I always just look at different perspectives from like people and what they actually like went through during those times, because there's people that were talking to me like as I was there even afterwards, and there was so much going on like in their lives that I wasn't even aware of. And it even gave me a perspective just to constantly be open and be willing to like hear others. So that's what I really wanted to share from that scripture.
It's good.
But yeah, I don't know, Colin, if you had something to say
Being
about that
prepared. No, being prepared at any moment is so real. When it comes to like the things you'll be doing, the events you'll be doing, it'll feel like a chore sometimes.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the times it'll feel like, oh man, I got to do this again. I got to do that again. But when you have a right heart towards it, people can tell the difference. People can tell when you're really invested in their lives, and even when you're invested in having a conversation with them. You can sit with them for however long, and it'll mean something to them. So being prepared, I don't think I ever had a moment like that on my day off, But there was one day we were about to end, me, Shania, and this story. Oh man, this is so good. And me, Shania, I think Connor Gervin, we were all together, and we were about to end the homeless ministry with Paul. Do you remember Paul?
Mm-hmm.
And we were about to end. We were at Penn Station.
Penn Station.
Yeah. And we were about to leave, and Shania just felt a tugging on her heart about some guy that was being a lot. Some guy was just yelling in the street, and he was just yelling. He was just being really loud about whatever. And she felt a real tug on her heart. And I did too. And we didn't even say anything to each other. Mm-hmm. And I did too. And Connor did too. And we all just went over. And by going to him, he was like out of his mind. But by going to him, somebody else came up to us. D'Angelo, I'm pretty sure his name was. And he was just coming in. He had a suitcase. And he heard everything we were saying. And he was really receiving to the Lord. And I'm pretty sure we prayed with him, like coming back to the Lord. Because he knew the Lord, but he had slipped away. So he had come back. Just by doing that, we would have never gotten that interaction with him if we didn't go over to that crazy guy.
Yeah.
But having those moments where you're just like, okay, Lord, what are you telling me? Why are you telling me to go over to that person? There's a reason. There's a
Yeah, for
reason.
sure.
Yeah.
So yeah,
For sure, for
prepare
sure.
in those moments.
Before we move on to the last part of the episode, was there any other questions that you guys had for me and Colin, or just in general? Or anything that you guys just wanted to speak on?
Anything else? Not to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
How are the rats?
Great question.
Oh dear Lord.
You're gonna feel like rats are only in subways, but there's rats up at the surface, and they're called pigeons. We all hate pigeons. The pigeons are bird rats. I call pigeons now bird rats. I hate pigeons now.
Are they worse than rats?
Well, you don't see rats up at the surface a lot.
Oh.
You see them down in the subway. We saw a couple
You
for
see
sure.
pigeons in the subway?
No.
Oh,
you
okay.
see
I mean,
the
yeah.
rats in
See the
subway.
rats in the subway,
You
and
do?
then above.
You can see
you know-
pigeons in the subway.
well, they might go down there, but
Like
I
actually in the train?
No.
have you
no.
seen
Just in
videos
the
of that? I mean, there's
station.
been videos of that.
Yeah.
I
I've seen
definitely
that.
have. But yes, in the subway you will see rats. But at the surface it'll be even more annoying
I
because those pigeons are like not afraid of you.
Oh,
They will be right next to you,
no.
and
Yeah,
they
they
don't
are.
care. Even if you're going up towards them, they'll
Oh,
just mind their
no.
business.
It's just like everyone in New York City.
Exactly.
But even so, when I went, I barely saw rats, low key. I saw a lot of cockroaches though.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I heard you
worse.
have to have,
That's
like-
worse.
Did something about like snacks. Someone was like,
Oh,
should
not
we
on the
bring
floor. Not on the
snacks?
floor.
And then
you can't put them
someone
on the
said
floor.
cockroaches, and I would just stop listening.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do.
Hey, there was a food pantry though. Like I'm pretty sure we didn't bring many snacks, but there was a food pantry. The one time they had so many leftover Girl Scout cookies, and oh
Yes.
my goodness, I took a whole
Dang, bro.
box of Samoas.
The
You know
Samoas,
purple
bro.
ones?
Yeah.
Purple.
The purple.
The purple
cookies.
box.
Purple?
No, the box is purple.
The box is
Alright.
purple. Samoas. I don't think it's called Samoas anymore. I
did
think
not
it's
know
called
that.
like Caramel Delight.
It is Carl's Caramel Delights now.
It's so dumb.
That's,
But anyway,
Anyways.
dude, when I tell you, we got boxes and boxes of those, and then we put them down in like the common area, like a couple of them, and they got stolen. So don't do that. Keep them in your room, but don't put them on the floor.
Bro,
Anyway,
I'm low-key tweaking about that. Because, like, the rooms don't lock.
they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, when you're
No.
in there.
They don't.
Oh,
Like you-
You
when
from
you
the
leave-
like
inside.
the inside or
The,
something.
the inside you can lock from the inside.
But when you leave, you can't lock it.
Yes.
Wait, so,
So,
can
like,
you
the
like
door's
lock
just
yourself
open.
out of your room?
No.
Oh.
So like there's like it's a turn
I
lock.
don't remember.
Yeah. It's
Does
a
somebody have a key?
It's not locked from the outside.
Yeah, you
It's locked
can't.
from the
They said there's
inside.
no keys, and, like, you have to, like,
Yeah.
just leave your stuff freebie.
You'll be
Just-
fine. Nobody ever stole
Yeah.
anything.
I mean, it is NYSUM, but still.
But
Yeah.
the common area,
But there's-
don't
there's-
leave stuff in
Yeah,
the
no.
common area because
Yeah.
people just thought that was for anybody,
Mhm.
so that's why they took it. But anyway, your
Yeah.
room is fine. Nothing was stolen.
Okay.
Yeah, you're dude. But before we end, I would like to end off with a game. This was actually Colin's idea.
Let's go.
Nice.
But I don't know
Game time.
what you did.
I love games.
This is a game you should do at NYSUM. I don't know how
Oh.
you do it
At
at
NYSUM.
NYSUM.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll
low
see.
key. Low key, you probably
You
should.
should do it at like one
like
of the
a
youth
team
groups.
activity. Oh wait, we do youth groups.
I did a youth group
Hey,
for sure.
that's cool.
Mhm.
Ooh, and you'll also be on worship teams too.
Yes.
I heard
yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
You play anything?
Nope.
You sing for the Lord. You definitely
clap.
sing.
Hey,
Hey,
make
that's
a
an
joyful
instrument.
noise to the Lord.
I clap my hands.
Amen.
That's an
Off
instrument.
beat. Off beat.
Oh, okay, never mind. Don't be
oh,
on the
maybe
stage.
don't
No.
clap your
Yeah.
hands.
But yes, the game. It's
Yes.
called
This is the There's a lot of them on here. This is
Emoji.
the emoji game.
Emoji for
The emoji game.
emoji for Bible story.
How do we
game.
do this at NYSUM, bro?
I don't know. You hook it up to the TV. Yeah.
Homeless ministry. Guess the emojis.
I'm saying it like the youth groups or something. I think they would enjoy this. 'Cause
Yeah.
We got tasked to like make a game, and we had no idea what to do.
Oh,
So we
okay.
played
Yes.
some real game.
Hey, we've got some like old camp counselors in our group, so I think we'll be good with
Oh
games.
yeah,
Yeah.
they have.
Yeah, that's
They
me.
got it on deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have the emojis?
So you have the emojis. So the first one is just gonna be an example. I just took a screenshot of me playing Catan. I was showing someone on my trip that I just went on this past weekend. But anyway,
Got you.
this is just through my camera roll. All right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna show like the first example.
But you know the exact.
Do we make buzzer noises?
Yeah. Huh?
Oh.
You make a buzzing noise. You
Make a buzzer noise. Don't hit the tip.
No, you don't
Oh,
have to.
Never mind.
Okay.
It's just literally the
Just
first
scream
person that is going. The first person
Oh.
that says it.
I really hope I win.
I hope
won't.
so.
I'll treat someone to Dunkin' if they win.
Whoa.
Cap.
No.
Okay, now
I
I'm
don't believe
motivated.
that.
yeah, I was gonna say.
All right, let's go.
All right. So just an example. All right. This is the first one. Okay.
Okay.
Whoa.
And you're gonna show
Catan.
this.
Huh?
Victory.
Tower
That's
Babel.
the first one. This is the Tower of Babel.
Wow, that was fast. That's
Okay.
actually smart.
Because I was like thinking about like mouths.
Me too.
I didn't know what was going on.
I was a little slow.
Okay.
All right. So that's just an example.
Wait, is Colin allowed to play too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
Okay,
like
bro.
yeah.
Yeah, this is against me.
Oh wait, we're trying to beat you.
Combined?
Okay, let's do it.
I'm
Oh,
not.
okay.
Airplane.
Now this can be the official thing. You guys ready?
Okay, you have the
Okay.
answers.
I have all the answers.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
Here we go.
And it's literally just the first person to say it.
Okay.
Okay. Next one. You ready?
Mhm.
Ready.
Oh,
Jericho.
Jericho.
Oh wow. Yeah, he did get it. That was all Chandler
You were a
right
little
there.
faster.
Just a little bit faster.
Why the explosion though? That's what I'm wondering.
Boom.
Because it fell down.
Yeah,
Hey,
but it's like-
Also, by the way, just want to say these are not my emojis. I didn't
Okay.
make. I
Is
didn't
that even
compile
a
these.
real emoji?
Yeah.
Those are fake.
I think
they're
I've
probably
never seen
real.
that horn one.
I
I've
don't
never
know.
seen the horn one
That's-
before.
I've
That's
seen
a
the
fake
castle. Whatever. You get the point.
Yeah.
Next, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Next one.
Light work.
Jesus. the
Jesus
blind
Jesus
guy.
healing the blind man.
Oh wow.
Barabbas.
You
he
start.
heals the blind
Philip
man.
started saying it.
I said Jesus and the blind guy, so that don't count.
No, I said
I just-
Jesus
I just-
heals the blind man.
I said that. You said it. Who said it?
Me.
Yes, it is Jesus heals the blind man.
See, word for
Who's
word.
the blind man? What's his name again? Isn't it
Blind man.
OB? It's-
Bartimaeus.
Bartimaeus.
Bartimaeus,
Blind
yeah.
Bartimaeus.
I said Barabbas.
All right, Nora gets the point for getting
Yay.
the person right.
Okay. Go on. No,
Next
she
one. You guys
deserved it.
ready?
She got the point.
3, 2, 1.
Someone.
What is that?
Is that a doctor?
Well,
Okay, so walking sad heart doctor.
What? Like maybe, like I don't know.
He heals the lepers.
Because
He
like
heals the-
walking.
Is this an Old Testament or New Testament?
New Testament.
New Testament.
Okay.
Doctor.
Does it have to do with Luke the physician?
No. So think about.
Oh.
There was this one guy. There was.
Oh, the guy that lowered the guys into the
No.
thing.
There was
Oh.
3 people that walked by this one.
Oh, the
man.
Good Samaritan! Yay! I would not have guessed that. I would not have.
Because of walking, they walked. He said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a heart doctor.
All right, you ready for the next
Okay,
one?
This is
Yeah.
tough.
Oh, Jesus
does.
turns the water into wine.
Last Supper.
It's the Last, Supper.
That's what I was thinking, but I said the wrong words. That's funny.
It is the Last Supper. That was good, Phil. That was
I
good.
got
All right,
nothing.
you ready for the next one?
I saw
Yep.
the
Ready.
community picture. The whole community pulled up.
Oh, the plagues, the 10 plagues.
plagues.
That is the plague.
Yeah.
Yes.
The last one.
I know.
The shock.
And then all of these will be displayed for the viewers as well.
Oh,
So
good,
they'll-
good,
yeah,
good.
Yeah,
able
so
to
they'll
guess
see
too.
everything. All right, next one.
This is actually tough.
All of you guys should probably get this one. This one's
Okay.
not that
Okay.
bad.
Jesus.
Dying on the cross.
Flood.
Dreams.
Oh,
Joseph dreams.
Joseph
He's
had
telling the
coat of many
people dreams.
colors. Joseph
I just saw rainbow and I said the flood.
Joseph's coat of many colors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coat of many colors.
Oh, frick. I saw the globe. I don't know why I thought of dreams. Oh, because of Z's.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like the whole life of Joseph there
Yeah.
played out, but yeah.
That one specifically was the coat of many colors.
I
Got
guess
you.
I see the crown at the end. Yeah. Okay.
All right, ready for the next one?
What is that?
Moses, maybe, and the commandments?
10 Commandments.
She got Nora
Yeah.
got it.
Wait,
Nora's
why
on it.
the lamp, though?
Yeah, what is that?
That's a lamp.
I don't know if it was a
It's a
lamp.
flaming bowl.
It looks like a little
I feel like we
A
should have a
bowl?
gold calf instead.
with the.
That's why.
But then I'm just like, I've never seen that emoji before in my
Yeah,
life.
Yeah.
these are fake emojis.
Wait,
I'm trying to put
Are
these
these
up.
like ChatGPT or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
maybe it just messed up because I don't feel like the lamp should be in there.
Yeah.
ChatGPT doesn't
It's
know
okay.
I
the
was
Bible.
worried about the flaming bowl. I didn't know it was going on.
Some
Ready
of
for
these
the next one?
emojis I throw, I guess
Yeah,
off.
I'm ready.
It's okay. I
All
love
right.
the old man though. That's funny.
That was good.
Okay. David Goliath.
Ah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, David.
I saw the rock.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
and the
All right.
shield.
End up.
Next one.
Good job.
Oh, Jesus walking. No, parting the Red Sea.
Nope.
Jesus
Walking in water.
on-
He,
Peter.
calming the storm.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Jesus
good.
calming the storm. That's really good. That was really good.
I don't know.
Calm.
All right. Ready?
Peace be still.
Oh, fair enough.
The wandering
Counting
sheep.
sheep.
The 99 sheep into
99
the,
to the one.
and then you get the shepherd into the yeah.
Leaving the
Finding the one sheep, leaving the 99 for the one. Is that
creating
it?
100.
Yeah, reckless love the song.
Yes.
Oh,
Is that
Alright.
actually it?
Overwhelming. No,
reckless
story.
love of God. Okay.
that's a controversial song. Anyway,
This next one is gonna be like
Jesus.
similar because
what?
That's probably
to
a
a,
Resurrection.
to a previous one that we already did.
Okay, okay.
Walking on
Oh.
water.
No.
Flood.
Oh, the
Dreams.
what?
Okay.
Isaiah.
Joseph
Jeremiah.
getting dreams.
Being-
Not Joseph.
Oh,
Mary.
Jacob,
Jacob.
the ladder of angels up and down.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
That's exactly what.
Dang,
that
that's
is.
such a
ladder.
good
Yeah.
That is
Wow.
so good.
Why are the angels babies?
I saw the baby. That's why I said Mary.
Yes.
I was like,
but-
oh, baby Jesus.
Yes, Nora's correct though. I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I hope they don't say Joseph
Yeah.
again, but
I
this
did.
one is Jacob.
Well, because you said it was related to.
I said it's similar.
You know, it would have been good if they put like a rock, because he put his head on a rock to sleep.
Mhm.
Not a bed.
Not
No
a bed.
pillows.
Yeah.
No pillows. There was no
Yeah.
pillows
All
those
right,
times.
we got 4 more. Ready?
Oh,
Okay,
good.
4 more.
Okay.
Oh, Paul and Silas in prison?
Yo, she's on a
Wow.
roll.
The shackles. Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, those are chains.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
chains.
I was like, that's a
That's
cool
funny.
pattern.
That was a good one.
All right,
You're killing the game, honestly, Nora.
Thanks.
third to
Doing
last
good.
one. All right.
I want to beat you still.
Jesus!
Joseph getting
Okay.
dreams. I don't know, bed.
Jesus.
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 Jesus born.
Born. Getting born in the main
Ra-
Raising Talita from the dead. I don't know.
in the tomb.
He's sleeping.
Who's sleeping?
Oh,
Joseph.
I'm
Joseph
Jesus.
having a dream about Jesus.
Jesus. What are those?
Healing the person in the bed. Healing
No.
lowering the guy in the
Pavilion.
paralyzed
Jesus.
man.
You say
paralyzed
Paralyzed
man.
man?
Jesus heals the paralyzed man.
Why, you
Why
say
the cross, though?
I don't know why the cross is there.
Because
That
it's
kinda threw me
Jesus.
off. Okay, but... Okay.
All right,
I'm coming for you.
next one.
No.
I think
I'm not
you have
even
enough.
close.
No, I
I'm
think we're
good.
like Loki at the same. The guy who wouldn't give up his money.
The tax collector...
Yeah, that guy.
Is it
There's
Zacchaeus?
2 people. No.
Nah, there's the parable.
Wait, wait. It's the tax collector
talents!
and...
The talents.
No, the tax collector and the Pharisee when they're praying. Is it that one?
It's a guy and a girl. What's their names?
Oh,
Ananias and Sapphira.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Brothers cook.
Yep.
Yo.
He was, May
yes.
God strike me with lightning.
Okay,
Yes.
Nando, stop. Shout out Nando.
Now,
Yeah, shout out Nando.
a lot of you guys should be able to get this one.
Okay.
Jesus
I'll
rising
get
from
it.
the dead. I said
Jesus
it now.
on the cross.
I said it right
It's
now.
not that that common.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
you'll see.
The flood. Jesus. No
Oh,
horses.
Balaam's donkey.
Guys,
Who donkey?
Balaam's donkey.
Yeah.
You know Balaam's donkey when he talks?
Spoke.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the angel was like with a sword, because Balaam was going to the king and was gonna like put judgment over the people of Israel, and then Balaam's donkey like tells him
you got
to
no clue what you're
stop.
talking about. You don't even know what you
Yeah.
said.
Story.
No,
guys, I'm
you gotta look.
rusty.
You gotta look.
Well, Nora definitely killed the game.
Yeah, you
Amen.
definitely
I
won
think
that.
if me and Colin pool our points, we win.
maybe we might have a chance. It should have been me and you against her. Anyway,
We'll
that
make
was
it.
fun.
That was
We'll make
fun.
it.
I like the game.
Yeah.
That was good.
I don't know why some of those emojis were in there, and if they arguably even are emojis.
Yeah, we got to look into that
Yeah.
flaming bull.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what was going on there.
It's crazy.
But
Well,
yeah, before we wrap up, was there like anything that you guys wanted to ask or share about NYSUM in general?
you excited?
Yeah, you guys excited?
I'm pumped.
I am so excited. Like the more I think about it and talk about it, the more excited I am. And I feel like we should be leaving tomorrow. But,
Wow.
you know, we got to wait and
You
do
have to
finals
actually
and
yeah.
school. So, yeah.
That is important, you know.
Yeah.
Gort. I said it. I said it. I said it.
Podcast.
I said it. I said it.
Shout out.
Said it right on the podcast.
Wow. But yes, thank you guys for hopping on the pod.
Yeah, thank you
Oh,
for
yeah.
having
Thanks.
The Beyond the
The
Books.
Beyond the Books.
Can you remember?
I can. It's Beyond the Books.
Okay, then what is one saying that I didn't say today?
Oh yeah.
Back
Didn't
to the
say it.
future.
No.
Back
So,
to the books.
Usually when one of us has like a Bible here and is doing the story, I'll say there is one book we don't go beyond. It's called Beyond the Books, but there's one book we don't go beyond. and
The
that's
Bible.
The Bible.
The Bible.
That's the way I said it. In the
Facts.
first
I could have said it into my thing, but
You,
Facts.
you didn't.
Though.
You don't even
I
have your Bible. Oh shoot! Yeah,
He
you
got
do.
it.
Oh,
Oh, my
He's
fault.
got it.
he's got it.
My fault. Pulled out the receipt.
You was reading it off your phone though.
maybe.
What translation? Anyway. Okay, thank you guys for having us. It's been real. It's been nice. Beyond the
Absolutely.
Books. We out.